I have written it sectors of the Indian economy because we will be focusing more on our own economy, that is economy of our country, India. So before going to discuss what is the sectors of the Indian economy, we first need to understand the concept of sectors. What is sector? Sectors are group of economic activities classified on the basis of some criteria. There are different type of activities that we carry uh, in our day-to-day life, and economy also uh, have different type of activities. And when we group these activities on the basis of certain criterias, it is known as sectors. Sectors are helpful in order to understand the concept of a particular region, particular type of activities. So it becomes very important to classify Indian economy into different sectors so that to understand different sectors becomes easy for us. There are different bases on which we have classified or economy can be classified. There are three important bases on which we are going to classify our economy. Is first, on the basis of nature of activity that we perform. Second, on the basis of ownership. And third, on the basis of nature of employment. So in India or in any where in the world, the sectors of the economy are classified on the basis of three important criteria. First, on the basis of nature of activities that we perform. Second, on the basis of ownership. And third, on the basis of nature of employment. Now, classification of sectors on the basis of nature of activities. Basically, we have already gone through the concept of activities that we perform, and human activities can be classified into two parts. One is economic activity, another is non-economic activity. When we refer to economic activity, economic activities are those activities which we perform in order to earn income, in order to earn money. And whenever we are performing any kind of activities, the basic principle behind doing any work, performing any activities, is to satisfy our needs. So when we are performing the economic activities, then we are satisfying our economic interest, our monetary needs, and at the same time, the another type of activity that we perform is non-economic activities, and non-economic activities are not going to be counted when we calculate the income of the country. So non-economic activities are those activities which are not performed in order to earn money or income. Rather, they are performed to get some kind of satisfaction, some kind of benefits. What type of benefit it may be? It may be a kind of activities that we perform in order to satisfy needs of our own self. That is, suppose a person who is, let us take the very important example from our household only. Our mother cooks food for us and she doesn't charges any kind of money, doesn't charges anything. So mother is cooking food just to fulfill the needs that our children, our family members are happy with the food that they will eat. Right. So on the basis of economic activities, we can classify economy into three parts. First is primary, secondary, and tertiary. Primary activity, secondary activity, and tertiary activity. Let us start first with primary activities. Now look at the different type of activities on the screen. There are different type of activities shown over here. One is fishing, another is related with production of crops, and third is making different type of product or cutting different type of wood so that the different needs of human can be fulfilled. So all these are dependent on the extraction of the nature. Thus, by using nature, we are able to produce these things. We are able to get these things from the nature itself, right? So, when we define primary activity, we can define as activities undertaken by directly using natural resources. Example: agriculture, mining, fishing, forestry, dairy, etc. It is called primary sector because it forms the base for all other products that we subsequently make. Thus, primary sectors make the base for all the different type of products that we get in our day-to-day life. All our needs are being fulfilled by the raw materials supplied from primary sector. Since most of the natural product we get from agriculture only, dairy, forestry, we get are from agriculture, dairy, forestry, fishing. It is also called agriculture and related sectors, as most of the primary activities are dependent upon agriculture, forestry, fishing, dairy, etc. That's why the primary sector is also termed as agriculture and related sectors. Now, second and very important sector, that is secondary sector, it is also called as manufacturing and construction sector. Manufacturing and construction sector, why it is called? Because it covers activities in which natural products are changed into other forms through ways of manufacturing that we associate with industrial activity. Means, suppose we are getting sugarcane juices from primary sectors, and if we need to use these sugarcane for longer period of time, then it has to be converted into jaggery and sugar. Then only these sugarcane juice can be used for a longer period of time, and the applicability, the essentiality of these sugarcane products can be felt only when it is being added with some values, and these values are being added in secondary sector. It is a next step after primary, where the product is not produced by nature, but it has to be made. Some process of manufacturing is essential. Thus, it is not directly being produced by nature. It has to be made after certain processing, certain forms of productions. Some process of manufacturing is essential. It could be in a factory, a workshop, or at home. Let us take the example to understand the secondary sector in a better manner. The first one is using cotton fibers from plant. We spin yarn and weave clothes. Using sugarcane as a raw material, as we have discussed earlier also. Using sugarcane as a raw material, we can make sugar or gur, that is jaggery. We convert earth into bricks. Thus, the soils are available, but it can be used only for constructing buildings by converting it in forms of bricks. Since this sector is associated with different kinds of industries, it is also called industrial sector. Now, the third and very important types of sector, that is tertiary sector. Tertiary sectors are the activities that are service sector. We can also name this tertiary sector. So tertiary activities are the activities that help in the development of the primary and secondary. Means service sector or tertiary sectors provide different type of services to the primary and secondary sector. Without service sector support or tertiary sector support, we cannot imagine the growth of primary and secondary sector. Suppose we need urea, we need fertilizers, we need machinery. From where it will come? We need the services of the banks, we need the services of a different type of product prepared in different type of industries. So secondary sectors provide instrument, secondary sectors will provide fertilizers, secondary sectors will provide different type of chemical or natural fertilizers, and at the same time when we want to get some kind of activities like selling our product from farm to different areas, then we require the services of transportation. We require the services of banking for getting finance different type of instrument like water pumps, getting a different type of instrument like tractors, harvesters. So all these are possible because tertiary sector is there. When we are getting product from primary sectors as well as from secondary sectors, and when these products need to be supplied to different part of the world, then we require the services of transportation, and that is being provided through tertiary sectors or services sector. These activities by themselves do not produce goods, but they are in add and support to the production process for the primary and secondary sectors. Let us understand this sectors through the examples. First one is transportation. Transportation means goods that are produced in the primary sectors need to be transported by trucks or trains and then sold in the wholesale or retail shops. Then the work of transport services, then transportation is required, and that is what tertiary sectors provides to this primary and secondary sectors. Second is storage. Now we have to understand that if a primary sector has to grow, there must be good infrastructural facilities related with storage. Storage, at times it is necessary to store these products in godowns, which is also a service made available for them. Communication, talking to others on telephone, talking to others over or getting information through internet. Nowadays it becomes very easy. So communication is helping primary sectors as well as secondary sector for their growth and development. The banking, the very important, already discussed. Borrowing money from the banks for different type of financial needs. Since these activities are generated services rather than goods, it is also called service sector. As I have already explained that the services are being provided through these, so that's why tertiary sector is also termed as service sectors. So there are different type of services displayed on the screen. First one is ATM services provided by the banks, transportations services provided by different type of transporting agencies, communication, and fourth, and that is very important, medicine or medical or hospitality sectors. So hospitals are providing lot of services. Hospitality sectors provide the opportunities for tourism. So hospitals are providing a very remarkable job during these pandemic periods. So hospitals, we cannot deny the importance of hospitals, telecommunications. through the telecommunication services or communication services, it has been possible for us to connect with you. So all these services are providing for the growth and development of all other sectors. So here a question comes that how are three sectors interdependent? I have just explained the concept that tertiary sector is providing support to the primary and secondary sectors. Now let us understand in a more elaborated manner the sectors, that is primary, secondary and tertiary sectors of economy, are interdependent. The primary sectors is involved in natural products which we get from agriculture, fishing, dairy and forestry. When these natural products are converted to other forms of productions through an industrial activities, it is known as secondary sector. The tertiary sectors provide services for the production of goods in the primary and secondary sectors. So there are also certain important services such as teaching, medicines, law and information technology which may not directly help in the productions of goods, rather they are helping them in terms of growth of primary and secondary sectors. Let us go through some other examples also to elucidate this fact that agriculture sectors or agricultural activities produce raw materials for agro-based industries and food for employees in secondary and tertiary sectors. It shows industrial sectors and services sectors are dependent on primary sectors, or they are dependent on primary sectors for getting different type of material needs like raw materials for productions, and at the same time crops for their dependency, food. Industrial activities produce instruments like tractors, fertilizers for agricultural inputs, and increase productions and productivity in agriculture sector. Here, primary sectors depends on secondary sector. Let us take another example of transportation already discussed earlier. Let us repeat it and understand the fact. Transportation facilities are required for transportation of agricultural products and industrial products to market rural and urban centers. Here, primary and secondary sectors depend on tertiary sectors. Another example, industrial sector produces trucks, autos, etc. for transportation, computer assets for proper banking activities, and knowledge outsourcing. So, it shows that now tertiary sector depends on secondary sector. And very important, fifth one, you must have gone through the concept, you must have seen that during this pandemic period of time, all other activities has been stopped, but essential services like vegetables and milk were available to us, and thanks to farmers, thanks to dairy farmers who has made this possible. And if a farmer does not produce grains, all people will starve, and employees in secondary and tertiary sector will pay much more for food items, and their life will be scarce. This is the normal situation, but we must have understood the importance of primary sectors, that is role of farmers in terms of producing crops, in terms of producing vegetables, in terms of making available the dairy products for us. Although we were having the money, but rest of the things were not available. We were just concentrating on essential items like food and milk. Rest of the things becomes very kind of a things that we do not want to have it. So these were the primary focus, these were the primary importance for us. Marketing, storage and transportation inadequacy will put obstacle for farmers to link with their consumers, and its earning will be reduced and life will be miserable. So that is very important. that to realize that all these three sectors which has been classified on the basis of economic activity that we perform, primary, secondary and tertiary, all are interdependent, and we cannot imagine the existence of any of the sectors without the existence of any other two sectors. So it shows that secondary, tertiary sectors depends upon primary sectors, and through various example we have also understood that primary sectors also depends on secondary sectors and tertiary sectors for different type of needs. Secondary sectors depends on primary sectors and tertiary sectors in order to get the transportation, banking and export services or consultancy services, and also on primary sectors for getting raw material. That is all for today's class. I'll be discussing on next class about other type of classification, but before going to classify economy on other different bases, we will give more focus on this classification of primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sectors. Thank you and have a nice day.